Okay.
This
So,
meeting is being recorded.
Oopsie.
okay, so there are 40 spherical marbles. Tapos, V is 40 times 4/3 pi x cube, and then express everything in terms of x. Okay, check ko lang yung ano. Tapos in-expand mo. Sige. Ang ginawa ko sa iniwan ko lang siya as yung unexpanded, tapos sa dulo na ako nag-expand. Pero sige, tingnan natin yung expression for the derivative. So, ang x ay around 81.7 or 8.26. Tapos, kailangan natin sum of the volumes is a minimum. Teka, ang sinabi, di ba, sum of the volumes is a minimum, y is, y is negative. Sige, so impossible kasi ito lang. Sige, hindi ko na papaprove na minimum. Pero, so at least nakuha na yan.
Ano ba?
Okay, next, so diba natin into 12d10. Ano pa ba? 11. Tapos, H is 9.14. Mm-hmm. Okay, the second derivative test. Bakit over r cubed plus 4 pi? Ba't magkaiba tayong value yung second derivative? Check ko lang yung value ng second derivative. Tama naman yung ano, yung 4 pi plus 2400 over r cubed. Pero, 4 pi plus 2400 divided by 4.57 cube.
37.
Ito. Tama. So, paki-correct lang yan.
Eh, hindi ko makikita.
Okay. So, at least na-check na. Yung number 12 naman, kanino ko ang expression? R is 12 minus 2x over pi. Okay. Tapos, pag sinubstitute at the first derivative, ang makukuha ay 24 over pi plus 4cm. Okay. Nag-second derivative test ka ba dito?
Hindi ba?
Hindi na. Sige. Yan, kung ano. Pero kung, for example, kung class ano yan, dapat mag second derivative test ka na rin just to be sure.
Opo.
It's either second derivative or pakita mo na minimum siya or maximum. Sige, tingnan natin 12D13. PB is PQ. Okay, 40 squared plus x squared. Minus x over 8. Okay, tapos get the derivative. Negative 1, 8. Okay. Tapos, next page. So x is about 45.4. 44.6. Sige. Pwedeng ano, may space pa ba dyan?
May ba?
Or mag-insert ng space. Paki-compute na lang ng ano, paki-gawa na lang ng second derivative test. Para lang for practice na rin. So just to verify.
Bro, I don't think it's worth it to do a second derivative.
It's worth it because it gives you practice. Ano to? Kasi ano yan di ba? It's more, medyo complicated siya So, teka. Wait, tama ba yung derivative?
Hindi po po kasi.
Hindi, yung first derivative tama. Yung second derivative, patingin. Product siya di ba? X times that function.
Aba. Hindi ko lang.
So, bakit equal?
Mm,
Ano yung exponent sa denominator? Plus 3 half or minus 3 half yan? At saka 1 half. Hindi, I mean, tingnan mo yung ano. Di ba, niligay mo sa kung nasa numerator, negative 3 halves. Pero, since nasa denominator na siya,
Diba? I forgot. Mm,
okay. So, yan yung second derivative. Tapos, pag in-evaluate yan dun sa critical point, okay. Actually, kung tingnan mo yung form mismo ng function, yung second derivative, tingnan mo yung expression. yung ano, yung next page, yun naman yung sinulat mo, di ba? Yan. Tingnan mo yung overall sign niyan. Yung 1600 is positive, yung 6 positive, yung square root is also positive definite. So that means yung second derivative is always positive. So you don't actually need to evaluate at that point.
Abo.
Okay? Sige. Yung next number naman, 12D 14. Teka, yung derivative ay bakit ang conclusion, ilan yung solutions ng dvdr equals 0?
Infinite ba?
Hindi, yung derivative, di ba? 2 pi it's 2 pi ar over 3 minus pi r square. Quadratic equation yan. So dapat may dalawang solutions.
The last minus.
Hindi. Sige, sulat mo yung quadratic equation on the left. 2 pi a r over 3 minus pi r squared equals 0. Factor mo siya.
Bro, it still ends up the same. And
Hindi. End. Diba? So may nalaglag na solution. It might not be yung solution na r equals 0 may not be ayun, you also have to explain bakit hindi relevant yan.
because
Yung r equals 0. It's a solution, di ba?
there is
Pero,
Abo.
yung pinapoint out lang siya kasi kapag may ibang problems na ganyan at pwede mong malaglag yung solution na isa pag di ka nag-iingat. So, yan. May dalawang solutions and then you have to justify. So, the volume of the cone is a minimum. I mean, if you plug in r equals 0, di ba, ang volume niyan 0?
Abo.
Diba? So, hindi talaga siya. So, it's actually a possible solution. But, ang ina-assume naman natin, non-zero volume. Kasi, okay, anong condition? R plus 8. Find in terms of an expression for R. Hindi, wala talaga So, it's a possible solution. Tapos, sige, para lang makita natin yung ano na yan. Anong graph ng volume, ng expression natin for the volume? Ito. Buksan mo yung Desmos, tapos i-graph mo yung expression for the volume in terms of R. So, anong binigay dito? And then, for definiteness, pili lang tayong specific value of A. So, A equals 1. Okay, ngayon, tingnan mo yung yung characteristic nung nung solution na r equals 0 at saka r equals 2a over 3. What do these two solutions represent?
RM.
So, i-set mo yung set a equal to halimbawa 1 or 2. Basta greater than 0. Yan. So, yung volume expression natin, pag ginraph mo, yung r equals 0, that represents, based on the graph, yan yung minimum value. Tapos, may maximum value. So, yung maximum value yung r equals 2a over 3, as you can see here. Diba?
Abo.
Ngayon, so, since meron tayong dalawang solutions, how do we know na that's actually a maximum?
Second derivative test po?
So, pakigawa ng second derivative test.
Pag less than 0 po, yung kabila naman po yung bababa. Okay.
Pero ano yan hindi pwedeng mag-negative yung sum ng dalawang positive terms di ba? At least if it's a real cone. Okay. Tapos tingnan mo, pag substitute mo yung r equals 0, diba, makukuha mo positive yung derivative, which means yung r equals 0 is a minimum solution. Diba? Okay. So, okay na ako dyan. So, ang importante lang ma-include mo yun na test, especially kung may multiple solutions ka, na how do you know? So, mag-second derivative test ka. Okay, yung number 15. Okay. Yeah, express r in terms of h. Okay. Okay. Yung next page. So, square. Okay. Tapos, yung next, you find the value of r for which v is a stationary value and determine whether this value is a minimum or a maximum. Okay, so, so ang ngayon, may zero solution tayo. So, may dalawa tayong values of r. Diba? So, here ang ginamit mo ay h. To find the value of r, so for h, may makuha ka na ano. Ngayon, kung halimbawa, may solution ka na h equals 0, di ba? So what does that represent?
Minimum siguro po kasi mag-zero naman yung volume.
Mhm. Tapos yung corresponding value ng R,
R is, what is R? Ayun, 0 rin.
0 din. Okay, ngayon, so meron tayong expression for the critical point. And then, kinuha yung, ayan, so negative 16 pi, so it is a maximum. Okay, yung 12d16 naman, patingin. So R is square root of 64 minus x squared. And raised 2 pi x. Saan yun? Okay, times square root of 64 minus 3x minus x squared. And then square. Okay. Tapos, okay. So, it doesn't expand. Sige. And then, yung derivative, 128 pi minus 6 pi x squared. And you get x is 8 squared of 3 over 3. Tapos yung isa yung may negative. Okay. So, nakuha na natin. Ngayon, yung second derivative test, anong makukuha mo?
Second derivative. Mga so first degree. Na negative yung x. Tapos hindi sa constant lang naman na positive. Di ba mawala pala yan? Okay, so x lang. So positive dapat. So if x is positive, which it must be, positive dapat po. So it's minimum. So wait. Does that make sense? It's a negative pala po ng sign.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
Negative constant, yung 12, negative 12 pi positive, tapos ang x. Oops.
Na positive din. So, negative.
Maximum.
Maximum. Okay. Sige. Ano yung next? 16. For 16 na to, no?
Review na po. Review
Okay.
exercise.
Kaya, hindi ko ginawa yan. Ang pagagawa ko lang ay yung challenge exercise. So, punta tayo. So, dumiretso ka na dito sa page 397.
Where's the page 397? Page.
Tapos yung rectangle is inscribed. Ano to yung review exercises, kung pagagawa ko yan, probably after matapos natin chapter 13 para may space. Okay, so pakigawa nito yung challenge yourself, mag-isa lang siya eh.
Wow, stylish. Okay. Something. Okay. There is problem.
Yung problem na yung copyhin mo, tapos siguro i-handwrite mo lang yung challenge yourself para mas may space. Kasi ang laki ng ino-occupy yan eh. Diba?
Mag-insert po ako. dito, dito, dito. Mat here, 3 pages. Okay. So, Elmao. Okay. Geometry. Okay. So, so
Tapos
basic.
may tatanong ako next problem after that. Parang curious lang ako kung ano rin yung sagot eh.
This is KX when is maximum.
Hindi. Ganito, we don't know yet kung ano yung K. So, mamaya na yan. Ang hanapin mo muna, ano yung value ng, ano yung A, B, at saka BC kapag maximum. Kasi once you know that, you can calculate the ratio.
What?
So, yeah.
So, to R is what? Partial derivative po?
So, derivative, so kaya mo first derivative test, di ba?
Iba partial derivative ko po for with respect to x?
Total derivative with respect to x. Kasi ang function lang naman natin ay
May R po eh.
ito. It's called a partial derivative kasi ang r constant. Pero ano yan eh, we don't need that notation eh. So dpdx na lang yan. Okay na yan. Treat r as a constant.
Meron po gagamitin po yung parang mukhang delta po.
Kaya at this stage, hindi naman natin kailangan yun eh.
Oh.
Treat lang natin na R is a constant. So, derivative with respect to x. Page 2. Oh, wala. Page 1. Page 2. So, yung perimeter, okay, so, teka, ano yung unknown dito?
Unknown. Okay pala yung ano, X pala yung ano, in terms of R. Oh, wait. Dapat in X.
Ganito, ano yung constant dito? Yung R o yung X?
Okay. R is the constant. So, get X in terms of R. Para ano? Para
Mhm.
constant. So, X is equal to... Okay. And...
Okay, so ano yung kailangan i-prove ngayon?
So, now I need to find the... What's that? The OA. That's OA. Square root of... I mean, 2 kasi BC pala. Okay, BC.
Teka, pasenda ng ba?
This meeting is being recorded.
Hello, sir.
Hello?
Just natin. Hello po.
Hello?
Hello. Nadidinig po kami, sir. Hello.
Narinig naman.
Apo.
Kaya rinig ba ako?
Apo, malinaw po.
Ah, 2R.
Okay. Yung other way to do this ay pag na-recognize mo, tingnan mo yung condition na 0. Teka, tingnan mo tong 1, 2, tingnan mo yung third line mo. From the top. Yan. That's actually expressible in terms of A, BC, and AB. Tingnan mo yung geometry. 4x is
4x is okay. Bro, how did I not see that? Okay. So 4x is equal to uh to sa BC is equal to 4 AB. No! It was that simple. It was as simple as that, bro. But then I
Okay,
did
pero
the
ano yan eh, kailangan pa rin kasi yung X eh. So, kaya okay lang. Kailangan mo yan. Gagamitin mo siya kasi kailangan natin mag-second derivative test pa, di ba? Yung
okay.
prove that F varies maximum value.
Okay. Prove that. Okay. So dpdx is equal to something. What is p? P is something. This one there. Wait. I think I did that before. Yes. So 4r square root of 5/5. Wait. Mali yata ang variable. I will express r in terms of x. Okay. R is equal
Yeah,
to.
tama naman yan. Teka, yung function natin, function of X. Gusto nating malaman yung maximum value ng, gusto natin i-check na yung perimeter maximum value kapag X is that. Di ba? Ito yung ano eh, may first derivative ka na eh. dpdx is, tama yan. Yan yung ano dyan. Tinan mo. So dpdx is
Something. Okay. So, ito, PP muna po is, so, ito muna yung P. Mahihirapan ako. Okay. P is equal to, 2x plus 4 square root and, R is equal to square x square root of 5 plus plus.
tingnan nila. Ano yung variable natin
X po.
at ano yung constant? X yung
R is,
variable, di ba?
abo.
So you should not be substituting a variable for a constant.
Okay. This would still be R for some reason. Okay. I will still treat it. I think I already
It's
done
still
it.
a constant.
Bro, I already did it pala already. Okay, so 2 minus, let's see. Okay, 4 over something. What's this? Square root of first square minus x.
Tapos may X. Yan.
Where's the x? There's the x in the top. Okay, there.
Yan. Okay, so second derivative naman.
Oh no. The load there. Four minus something. 4x. One over. Two.
Okay. So simplify naman until and then
No.
saka gawin yung
Substitution. 4. What's this? Plus there. All over the arch. Vani here. Mhm. Mm. Over. Ay, over. Sometimes the something. Mm.
X.
4 hours squared. Uh, okay, so as x varies, what's the minimum? Mm. Mm. It must be negative somehow. Okay, so if
No,
x is
okay.
obviously,
X is equal to what?
r is also positive. Positive over
Hmm.
positive minus. What if this one's negative pa rin? Ah,
Meron tayong specific value ng X na, di ba?
at saka I
In
think
terms of R.
it cannot r must be greater than x because it is the hypotenuse. Otherwise,
Oo nga.
then there would be no rectangle. Okay, so if r is greater than x, then r squared minus x squared is also positive. So this is equal to
Hmm.
positive. So the minimum.
Okay.
Oh wait, it's maximum. I mean maximum.
Okay. Ano yung nakuha natin? Is equal, so X is equal to square root of 5 times R, no? R over square root of 5 pala.
Abo.
Okay. Ngayon, ang tanong dito, yung perimeter, maximum perimeter yung hinahanap natin ng inscribed rectangle. Paano yung maximum area?
Maximum
What if
area
yun yung condition?
yung rectangle po.
Mhm.
Fix naman pala yung
Let's do that as well. So,
uh
what if maximum ang kailangan natin ay maximum, kasi di ba dito, this is an inscribed rectangle. So, ano yung maximum area rectangle naman?
A is something.
So, let's,
BC is what? 4r squared to 5 over 5. I mean, where's the before that? BC is equal
wala ko.
to...
Kuha na ako ng notepad.
Where's BC? BC, ayun. BC is 2... Okay, so x... 2x square root of...
Sige set up ko rin.
Ouch. So the... Uh... 2x... 1, 2...
So, ang length, so ang area ay wait. Ano yung, di ba ang height ng rectangle ay x?
Abo.
So, okay. So, 2 times square root of r squared minus x squared, yan yung OA, no?
Abo.
So, kaya may times 2. Sige.
Plus... Okay. This is 2. Okay lang. Okay. So, simplification is n over... Oops. The diagonal. Okay. So, 2... I mean, the 2 could have been removed. Ha, okay.
So, minus 4x squared.
Okay, so what was the, I mean, the x equals r square root of 5 over 5.
That's for maximum perimeter. Yung gusto natin, maximum volume naman.
Ay, area po. Area po.
Sorry, area pala.
So,
So, para mag-maximum area, ano yung condition?
0. I mean, hopefully, where's the discount?
Okay, so ano yung, so, kung satisfied yan, ano yung value ng x? Para lang makita natin.
Value ng x.
So, 2r squared minus 4x squared equals 0. So, x must be?
Negative siya, so positive. Pwede rin siyang, pwede siyang both positive or negative po.
So, x is?
X is...
Lalabas kasi dyan, no? X squared equals 1/2 r square. So, x is?
X is positive.
In terms of r. Kasi,
In terms of R,
ang ginagawa natin dito, we're considering what happens for a fixed r.
Itanggalin na natin ito. 4x squared 1/2 x is equal to the square root of 1/2 r squared. So, r square root of 2 over 2. There.
Okay. So, 1 over square root of 2. So, ang x over r is square root of 2 over 2.
Abo.
So, which means, pag tingnan mo ngayon, from the geometry, ano yung tsura niyan?
So, x over r is square root of 2 over 2. So, r is, wait.
Drawing mo ulit.
Ano siya, tawag doon? 45, 45, 90.
Mhm.
Tapos nandito yata yung kabila.
Oo.
So,
So,
the
ganun din.
ratio is 2:1. Ay, 1:2.
So, yung area is made up of 2 squares. Tapos, yung length ng rectangle twice nung height. No? So, yan yung nagma-maximize naman ng area.
Abo.
So maximum perimeter and maximum area will not coincide. Magkaiba sila.
Abo.
Okay, so iiwan ko na sa yung...
Saka ano rin pala po?
So,
paano po nila sinalaman yung tawag Cassini oval best na area to perimeter na best area to perimeter na ratio po? Ginagawa rin po?
Hindi ko alam actually kasi I think hindi ko pa na-work out yun eh. Yung Cassini ovals.
Abo.
Kung once we have a definition and it shows up as an exercise, we'll work it out.
Abo.
Ano naman eh, yung TC7 ito kasi di ba this is a high school book. Yung TC7 I think mas detailed yung treatment nung mga special curves eh.
Abo.
So pag umabot na tayo sa TC7, ayun, we'll consider yung mga mas exotic na curves. At saka areas and volumes.
Abo.
Teka. So, hindi ko na papaprove yung tawag dito? I'm not going to ask you, hindi ko napapa-prove na yan yung maximum area, no? I think kung second derivative test, ang importante lang ditong i-note, yung R, kasi what we're doing here is, ayaw natin i-solve na yung problem na what if R is 5? What if R is 4? Diba? So what we're doing here is we're solving, given a circle, na pinili na natin yung R, ayaw lang natin mag-specify ng specific R, kaya nagma-maximum yung area and perimeter. Kaya pansin mo, ang variable talaga natin dito is X. And R is just a parameter.
Tama.
Okay. Sige. So yung next, siguro yung lang yan, just a short thing about yung sine and cosine.
At saka rin pala po, may tanong din po ako. Ano yung tawag doon? Kasi po it is a sort of variable, hindi siya binigay. Pero it does not vary. It's a constant variable sort of. Ano pong tawag doon?
Wala akong alam ng technical name eh. So sabihin lang, it's just a constant. Pwedeng
Okay.
parameter kasi pwedeng tawagin mo siyang parameter kasi kaya ka nag-introduce ng constant niyan kasi gusto mo nang i-solve yung lahat ng possible cases. Now, kahit bagubaguhin ko yung R, as long as napili na siya, I don't have to duplicate the steps. For example, tinanong ka dito, tanungin ka, given a circle of radius 10, ano yung, this is a half circle now. So given a half circle and the diameter, tapos and then inscribe a rectangle inside. Ano yung maximum area, ano yung maximum perimeter ng inscribed rectangle? Pag ganon, di ba, you compute it. Sige, kung binigay na yung R, let's say 10. Tapos, maya-maya tatanungin ka, paano kapag ang R ay 500? Di ba, you don't really want to do the computation many times kung at the end of the day, pwede mo nang gawin na, iwan ko lang na constant yung R. Tapos, pag may nagtanong sa akin ng ano mangyayari kapag R is this, R is that, pa-plug in ko na lang siya dito.
Abo.
So, yun yung point nung niyan eh. Kaya iniwan na sa variable. Kaya yung expectation dito, since R is just a constant, your answer should be expressible in terms of R.
Abo.
Okay, so yung next na gagawin natin ay trig functions na. I think yung dito, medyo tricky yung derivation ng derivative ng sine at cosine eh. Share ko lang yung screen ko. Para mawala yung window. Kaya check ko, using ko lang. Ayan. So, ang kailangan natin, ano yung derivative? Let's use a different color. So, ang question ay, ano yung derivative ng trig functions? Yung tangent of x, assuming mahanap natin yung derivative ng sine at cosine, we can calculate the derivative of tangent kasi quotient lang naman siya ng sine and cosine eh. So, yung derivative ng sine, ang mangyayari, yung approximate expression for that is sine of x plus epsilon minus sine of x divided by epsilon. And then, we want epsilon to go to 0. So, pag ginraph natin yung sine, di ba parang ganito yung shape. So, kailangan natin if this is x, yung x plus epsilon will be somewhere here. And then we need to get the slope. So, to get this, ang kailangan natin gawin, we consider sine of x plus epsilon minus sine of x over epsilon, expand. So, kailangan natin yung sin, cos, cosine, sine of x, cosine of epsilon, plus cosine of x, sine of epsilon, minus sine of x over epsilon. Okay. Ngayon, so we're going to group. So sine of x times cosine of epsilon minus 1 over epsilon plus cosine of x sine of epsilon over epsilon. Tapos gusto nating tingnan anong nangyayari dito as epsilon goes to 0. So, to be able to say what happens, gagamitin natin graphical approach. If you graph this, so ano ba yung graph ng cosine of epsilon minus 1 over epsilon versus epsilon? Or i-graph mo yung x versus cosine of x minus 1 over x. So, paki-graph to. So, if the function is y equals cosine of x minus 1 over x, sige, graph ko na. Gawin ko sa Desmos.
Sine x times cosine. Any constant?
Kasi titingnan natin yung behavior ng coefficients ng cosine of x and sine x as epsilon goes to 0. So, yung coefficients will look like y equal to sine of x over x. So ito, share ko yung screen, yung tab.
Parang nag-dampen mo.
So if we go back to this expression, itong cosine of epsilon minus 1 over epsilon, sine of epsilon over epsilon, as epsilon goes to 0, yung ratio na to goes to 1. Goes to 0, this one goes to 1. Kasi ang plot ng cosine of epsilon minus 1 around 0, ganito, di ba? Tapos yung sine of x, palitan na natin to. At yung plot ng epsilon, sine of epsilon over epsilon, nagbo-1 naman siya sa 0. Kaya itong ratio na to, yung mga ratios na katabi ng sine at saka cosine, in the limit, as epsilon goes to 0, each of these, ito mag 0, ito mag 1, which means yung derivative ng sine comes out as cosine. Ito yung main result niyan.
Bro,
Kasi, ito, di ba, this is approximately the derivative.
baka hindi po siya exactly. Yan.
Kasi, maging exact, kailangan
May
ipa-approach mo sa zero yung epsilon.
Opo. Ayan. Opo.
Yeah. Tapos yung behavior, pag pina-approach na ito epsilon, okay, kailangan natin mag-expand, tapos tingnan yung behavior ng coefficients. Nagsi-zero to, nag-1 to. You can do a similar argument para mapakita na ang dyd, ang derivative ng sine of x, ano naman, derivative with respect to x of sine of x, cosine of x naman, is going to be negative sine x. Try mo to, tapos pakita mo sa akin next time. And then you can proceed with yung practice now one sa chapter 13. Okay? So we'll stop here and then we'll continue on Sunday ulit.
Opo.
So see you on Sunday. Bye-bye.
Thank you
po,
po.
sir. Thank you po.
Bye-bye po.